His archangel is his great champion or vindicator. 2. The father of chieftain Sether of the tribe of Asher, who was one of the 12 sent to spy out Canaan. New 13. 2, 13. 3. Forefather of Asaph. Of the family of Gershom, the son of Levi. 1 ch 6. 39, 40, 43. 4. One of the heads of the tribe of Issachar. Of the family of Tola. 1 ch 7. 1-3. 5. A chieftain of the tribe of Manasseh who deserted to David at Ziklag. 1 ch 12. 20. 6. The father of Omri, the head of a paternal house of Issachar during David's reign. 1 ch 27. 18. 7. One of the sons of King Jehoshaphat of Judah who, together with his brothers, received costly gifts and fortified cities from their father. However, when his older brother Jehoram became king, Jehoram killed all his 6 younger brothers, including Michael. 2 ch 21. 1-4. 8. A Gadite and descendant of Buz. An ancestor of No. 9, at least 5 generations removed. 1 ch 5. 11, 13, 14. 9. A Gadite, first of 7 sons of Abiel, O textoi acute miritra longo, Michmas h 395 vid reached a peak. Michael helped David escape the king's wrath. During David's long absence, Saul gave her in marriage to Paul to the son of Laish from Galim. 1 19. 11-17. 25. 44. When Abner later sought to conclude a covenant with David, David refused to see him unless he brought Michael with him. David, by messenger, presented his demand to Saul's son Ishbosheth, and Michael was taken from her husband Palti and was returned to David. 2 3. 12-16. Punished for disrespect to David. When David as king had the Ark of the Covenant brought to Jerusalem and displayed his joy for Jehovah's worship by dancing exuberantly, being girded with an ephod of linen, Michael observed him from a window and began to despise him in her heart. Upon David's return to his household, Michael expressed her feelings sarcastically, revealing a lack of appreciation of the kind of zeal David had displayed for Jehovah's worship and indicating that she felt he had acted in an undignified manner. David then rebuked her and also evidently penalized her by having no further sexual relations with her, so that she died childless. 2 6. 14-23. Rears her sister's children. The account at 2 Samuel 21. 8 speaks of the 5 sons of Michal the daughter of Saul whom she bore to Adriel, these being among the members of Saul's household whom David gave to the Gibeonites in atonement for Saul's attempt to annihilate them. 2 21. 1-10 The apparent conflict between 2 Samuel 21. 8 and 2 Samuel 6. 23, which shows that Michal died childless, may be resolved by the view taken by some commentators, namely, that these children were the 5 sons of Michal's sister Merab and that Michal raised them following the early death of their mother. See Merab. Michmas H laid up, that is, concealed place. A site identified with modern Mukhmas on a hill about 600 meters, 2,000 feet above sea level, and some 11 kilometers 7 mi of Jerusalem. It lies end of the Wadi Sawan near Hal Mikmas, considered to be the ravine pass of Michmash. 1 13. 23 Joined by other wadis from the Sand NW, Wadi Sawan extends from the Mount Venus region of Ephraim to the Jordan Valley. Doubtless preparing to free Israel from Philistine control, King Saul selected a force of 3,000 men. Of these, 2,000 encamped with him at Michmash and in the Mount Venus region of Bethel, and the others took their position with his son Jonathan at Gibeah. Later, at nearby Jebah Gibeah, VG, Jonathan struck down the Philistine garrison. In retaliation the Philistines rallied a great army, including chariots and horsemen, and apparently forced Saul to retreat from Michmash to Gilgal. Hard pressed by the Philistines, many Israelites hid themselves in caves and hollows. Others sought refuge of the Jordan. This dispersal of the Israelite warriors in the face of the Philistine threat was later presented by Saul as his reason for failing to wait obediently for Samuel to offer sacrifice. Reproved by Samuel for his presumptuous act, Saul, with a reduced force of about 600 men, thereafter came to Jonathan at Geba. 1-13. 1-16 according to 1 Samuel 14. 2. Saul evidently transferred his camp to Migron near Gibeah. Jonathan initiates rout of Philistines. Because 3 bands of Philistine pillagers would go out from their camp at Michmash and an outpost of the Philistines would sally forth to the ravine pass of Michmash, Jonathan decided to end this menace. 1-13. 16-23 To do this, he crossed the ravine pass, which if Wadi Suwainat forms a deep gorge with nearly vertical cliffs to the east of Jebel. 2 prominent hills with steep rocky sides rise at a point where the Wadi Suwainat makes a sharp bend. These may be the tooth-like crags Bozez and Sneh, their tooth-like edges having perhaps been rounded by the erosive forces of some 30 centuries. 1-14. 1-7 For a stranger to have made his way through the maze of mounds, knolls, Otextoi acute Miritra Longo, Michmethat 396 equipped with Philistine weapons found at the site, pursued the fleeing enemy